Hi, my name is Mike Randall, and I'm a diabetic. If we've never met, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. And I wanted to tell you a little bit more about my story. So, after I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic in my 20s, went to work for a church summer camp that summer in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. And, I was very overweight, morbidly obese. And just, was trying to live my best life, but was, eating all the things that you shouldn't be eating and drinking all the things that you shouldn't be drinking. And so I got up there, and there I was working as a cook in a very primitive summer camp um, for from I guess May, end the middle of May through the beginning of August. And so doing that, uh, found out some things about myself that I didn't really like. For instance, because of my weight and being able to do the physical demands of helping to split wood and haul stuff and pick things up and move things and lift heavy grocery items and those kinds of things, it was really difficult. And then to participate with the other staff members in hiking and horseback riding and those kinds of things was difficult for me. One of my literal mountaintop moments was getting to the top of this one mountain that we were climbing up as part of one of the things that the campers would be doing so that we could experience what they were going through. Because of my weight, I thought I was going to die right there on the side of the mountain. But thanks to a good friend, new friend named Carl, he helped me up the mountain. He was terrific. He motivated me and kept me going, said I could do it. And by golly, I did it. I'm glad that I did it. But it taught me a lesson of things that I need to do. And over the course of working there that summer and eating healthier because there was limited food as to what was available because I had to cook it, I had to order it. So everything was where I really learned how to cook more from scratch and from whole foods and those kinds of things. And it was a great experience. I lost 75 pounds that summer in because of the physical activity and just got healthier, and it was great. I went from being almost 300 pounds down to 230 pounds and kind of hung out there for a long time. And again, didn't really pay that close attention to my diabetes. I wasn't testing my blood sugars. I wasn't paying attention to any of that, things had improved because I had lost a lot of weight and, more physical activity over that summer. But then I, went back to school and sort of fell back into that old lifestyle of, eating all the things I shouldn't be eating and drinking all the things I shouldn't be drinking. So there I was, and just kind of continued on through my 20s, and tested here and there, and eventually I was not in control of my diabetes at all. So if you're there, the younger you are, the more you control it, the better things are going to be for you in the long run, because you don't want to end up like me. I can say that now at, I was in my early 20s when I was diagnosed, and now at 50 years old and 3 heart attacks later, one which was massive, 12 stents, 13 in my heart because of the cardiovascular disease and damage that diabetes does, especially if you have a family history of it. And all of the weight that's on your joints if you're overweight. The sooner you can control that, the better. You don't want to go through life having to worry about that, and then the constant fear of. Fortunately, I've not had any real issues with feet or anything. I do have some neuropathy where I don't feel well in my feet, don't feel like I used to. Part of my right foot, I can't really feel anything at all. That's kind of a complication of the last round of COVID that I had, unfortunately. So yes, COVID does affect you diabetically and can add to your neuropathy if you have that. I would say that if you're seeing this and you're hearing my story, please take heart. You can control it. Uh, I'm my worst A1C. I was like 14.7, and uh, since then my A1Cs have been great. I'm sitting in the low sixes. I'm like 6.3 right now, I think, as of my last A1C, which for me is really good. Don't compare yourself to me because you don't know what chapter I'm in. Like when you're going through reading the book, you don't know what chapter somebody else is in. So look, you want to be better today than you were yesterday. Don't compare your story to mine. Don't compare your numbers to mine because I've had more opportunity. And if you're newly diagnosed, you're going to get thrown all these numbers. They're going to talk about A1C and blood sugar levels and how much glucose is in your system and all kinds, how many carbs you're going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and for the total day. And it's going to be confusing. So just take it one little bit at a time. Check out my other videos. If you like what you see, you like the content, follow me. I'll be putting out more content about my diabetic journey and, snack ideas and meal plans and those kinds of things so that you too can come along on the journey and maybe improve your health, your overall wellness, those kinds of things. So great talking to you and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.